very good day to all of you. How have all you been doing in the last 1 week or so? All right. Today, my topic is on something that is very, very sensitive. Well, at least to me, it is sensitive. All right. It is on firing someone or terminating your people. Now, the point here is when is the right time to terminate your people? You see, one of the painful aspect of leading, for leaders, us leaders, is terminating people that you like. It is hard, for many reasons. So the employee may love working with you and for your company. So it might be someone, that you are friends with outside of work, and they might just be a good person who is doing their best. So terminating anyone is not easy, but terminating someone that you like is very difficult. So rather than face this head on, many leaders tend to avoid it until it is too late. You see, let me share with you my experience on someone that is good that I have had on board many years ago. I was basically overcompensating for the previous person who wasn't really good at tactical and operational work. And I was looking for a can-do person who wasn't afraid of anything. As my friend's referral was exactly that. See, so my blind spot was that I needed a solution. I think, that one of the hardest things in business it is to say no, right, to something that you desperately need. You have to deliver on a project and you don't have all the resources and you need a key person. And here's a person who is almost kind of fit, and it is so tempting to hire that person. Well, it is the worst thing, that you can do. So that person was with me almost 5 years, and it was evident that it was a problem after a year or so. So it is like that you are hearing something that you don't want to hear, and I didn't act on it. Then people worked it with their feet. I had 7 people leaving over time, and they told me that I'm leaving because I can't work with this person. I did all the rationalizing, the thinking. Well, that person was part of the problem too. And I found that one of the hardest part of being a leader is to know when to make those decisions and to execute on them. Well, we need to stop wasting time. Who has not been in this situation? The key here is to identify the signals that will force you to examine that you would rather not. So the following are the 3 signals that I would like to share with all of you. Number 1, their results are mediocre. Data doesn't lie. If you are not seeing growth, that person isn't solving the problem that you hired them to solve. So it is easy to attribute causes to external factors, but ultimately you need outcomes. You need solutions. If your conversations are about all the reasons that the person can't deliver, step back. These are basically excuses, not ownership and problem solving. And you have the wrong person. So to paraphrase what Jim Collins has said, the enemy of great is good enough. Right? You want me to repeat that again? The enemy of great is good enough. Number 2, you find yourself doing their job. Now, this is the worst thing that you can do, you see. They are delegating back to you. So you are reducing their workload. It is easier to do the job yourself. So it will normally start very, very subtle. But ultimately, you are doing what you hired them to do. And to state the obvious, one of you is redundant. You decide. Number 3, their actions does not reflect your values. Values define how you want people to behave. Now, if that person behaves in a way that is not consistent with your values, basically what they will do is they will damage your brand, both employees and your customers. Now, the first time that I saw the problem that was, clearly was when I was, attending this seminar. There was this speaker who drew this box and he labeled it as value and performance. Let me just put it up so that you all can see clearly. All right, and he told us, write your people's name on this screen. When we finished, he said, well, you have low values, low performance, what do you do? Well, I thought, well, you fire them. Then he said, what if you have high performance, high value? And I'm like, well, you handcuff them. Don't let them go anywhere. Then he said, what if you have low performance, high values? And I thought, I don't know. And he drew a chair and he said, you try to get him to another seat on the bus because maybe they are a good fit, in the company. Then he pointed out to the bottom right and he said, what do you do down here? The high performance, low value person. Fire them as soon as possible. This is the cancer in your company. Remember. I remember this very, very clearly because he had us written it all down. And one of the names, was a friend that I hired a year ago or so, and it clearly wasn't working. So I crossed out my friend's name and moved it over. That's how badly that I didn't want to face the reality. I was like, no, I misanalyzed that. So looking back, now I shake my head. I had the answers right in front of me, So letting him was really, really a tough decision, letting him go. But ultimately, the right one for both him and us. So his values were mostly aligned, but he was in the wrong seat on the bus. And we did not have a different seat available for him. But he's now in a new job that is much better suited to his skill set, and well, not surprisingly, he is doing well. We all like being liked, and we like to work with those that we like. But some likable people can be harmful to your team and your organization. So you need to identify your signals and you need to check on them often. You owe it to yourself, your company, and everyone that you serve. Once again, I'm Philip Leong. I'm doing what I'm doing for the very fact that leadership matters because people matter. So I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye.